Mike, you have said for weeks that the Steelers and Aaron Rodgers cannot be discounted or completely discarded as an idea. Do you still feel that way?
Oh, absolutely. I feel more strongly about it now that it's clear that Aaron Rodgers won't be staying with the Jets. When you look around at his options for 2025, I think he's going to want to go to a place where he's likely to have a final act of his career that will be better than the last 2 seasons with the Jets. And there are places he could go where there's no reason to believe he's suddenly going to be on a playoff contender like the Raiders. A lot of people say, oh, the Raiders. You're going to go to the team that is at the bottom of the AFC West, that has 3 playoff teams in the division, that needs a lot more than what Aaron Rodgers can bring to the table? I don't think so. The Steelers make the most sense because they're already a contender without him. He can still throw. The question is, can Mike Tomlin get him pointed in the right direction? And also, I believe there will be some, for any team that would want Aaron Rodgers, internal resistance from some front office coaching staff who are going to be saying, do we really want this? Is it really worth it? Tomlin would have to feel convinced that he can steer Aaron Rodgers gently away from the things that make the Aaron Rodgers experience undesirable for people in the organization.
Do you think Aaron Rodgers is the kind of quarterback at this juncture who would go along with an offensive coordinator scheme, Mike? Or is Aaron Rodgers a guy that says, if you bring me in, we're running the offense I want to run?
I think that any good coach understands that you devise your scheme based upon the talents of the players you have. What Ben Johnson's doing in Chicago with Caleb Williams, he said it when he got the job. He's tearing the offense down to the studs and rebuilding it. That's what you need to do. You need to let the guy do things he does well and avoid the things he doesn't do well. Does that mean you give the keys to Aaron Rodgers to design the offense or bring in Nathaniel Hackett or whoever else he's comfortable with? No, but that's part of the human aspect of any communications you would have, meetings you would have. I don't think it's all that hard to read Aaron Rodgers. I don't think he keeps his true feelings suppressed so deep down that you can't tell what he really thinks about something. And ultimately, if he wants to keep playing, and there's only one quarterback needy team that you look at and say, contender with Aaron Rodgers, even more of a contender with Aaron Rodgers, then he better be ready to set some things aside and go along with the program. And the Steelers have a program that has won consistently without him for years. You add him to that and you do it the right way, he could be a guy that gives the team a hell of a boost. But he has to be willing at this point of his career and his life to have some self-awareness and understand that there are certain things that just aren't conducive to having a winning team.